Hey everybody, it's Comedex, and welcome back to some more Magic Arena. Today I'll be doing a ranked draft of Guilds of Ravnica. So recently I did a whole bunch of M20 drafts. I've actually done enough that, looking at my collection, I own almost all of the set, and so I decided to look through all of the sets and see what I own the least of as far as the sets that aren't rotating, which is Guilds of Ravnica, Ravnica Legions, War of the Spark, and M20, and I actually played Guilds of Ravnica drafts the least out of all of those, and that happens to be the second ranked draft format for the time being. So I figured it's the perfect time to go back and hop into some more of those drafts, try to expand my collection. That being said, I am pretty sure... that being said, I have everything in this pack, because, commons and uncommons, I think I have most of those, and Nullhide Ferox I actually already have a playset of because of Stompy, but that's not going to stop me from taking it anyway, just because that is a fantastic card in Limited. It's a 4-mana 6/6 with hexproof, but for 2 mana, anybody can turn off its ability until end of turn. So if your opponent has a removal spell to use on it, they basically have to spend 2 more mana to do it. The downside is that the other ability on him is that you can't cast non-creature spells. So if you want to cast any non-creature spells while this is on the board, you have to spend 2 additional mana to do that. But either way, this card is pretty brutal. Even if it was a 4-mana 6/6 with 0 text, that would be fantastic. And I think it's slightly better than that in a creature-heavy deck. So I think we're going to take this guy and try to draft around him here. Draft one of the guilds with a lot of creatures. Let's see what we've got in pack 2 here. There's not anything really good that goes well with Nullhide Ferox, because ideally we'd want like a really good Golgari or Selesnya card, since those are the 2 guilds with green in them in this set. But I think the best guild card in here are Dimir cards. I mean, there's Dimir Spybug, which is absolutely fantastic. It's very evasive, and it gets larger very quickly if you just have a bunch of Surveil cards. And most of the Surveil cards are definitely good enough. You're going to be running multiple copies of them anyway. Cards like Notion Rain are great. So yeah, 2 very good Dimir cards in here. And not like the most fantastic stuff for the green guilds. At least not stuff that goes really good with Nullhide Ferox. Like Righteous Blow would definitely be good if we're going for an aggressive Selesnya style deck, but it is a non-creature spell, so non-creature spells do work a little bit awkwardly with the Ferox. I guess we could go for just one of the random creatures in here. I don't think Mulder Hulk's going to be fantastic. I think most of the time this is going to cost quite a bit of mana. But we could just take one of these random early creatures if we want to go into Golgari. Burglar Rat is fine. It helps you trigger Undergrowth by just being a 1/1 to chump block something or keep like Boros, like 2/1s and stuff, away from you. And Moodmark Painter is an okay late game card to maybe end the game if you have a full grave. Wild Ceratok is just the best of these creatures in terms of power and toughness for its mana cost, 4 mana, 4/3s, whatever. Golgari Raiders is another card that I think it just requires too many cards in your grave to make it good. Alright, so like it's just one of these random common cards, or we just take Dimir Spybug and just give up on the Ferox immediately. I don't like that too much. I mean, maybe Mulder Hulk is worth it. I don't know. This just feels like a whole lot of mana. It is 1 cheaper for each creature in your grave. But I mean, you're going to have like probably 3. So that's like a 6 mana 6/6. I guess that's fine at that rate. But if you're in a game where not a lot of your creatures have died, that's pretty bad. We could just take the Righteous Blow anyway and go for Selesnya aggressive stuff. We could also just take a Golgari Guildgate. That's probably not what we want right now. I don't know, it just feels really bad passing a Dimir Spybug, because that card is fantastic, but So is Nullhide Ferox, and Nullhide Ferox might be good enough that we should just stick to Ferox no matter what here. Just stick to Ferox for dear life. Yeah, let's just pick up a Righteous Blow here. Seems fair. Alright. Well, I definitely picked the wrong color of card there. Should have taken the Molder Hulk or the Guildgate or something if I was omnipotent and knew exactly what was coming up, because status and statue is fantastic, as is Okran Assassin. This is a 3-mana 1/1 with Death Touch. All creatures able to block it do so. So if you attack with this, you basically get to pick any one of their untapped creatures and just kill it. And it's even better if you have a pump spell to back it up. You could just shred their whole team. And then statue obviously is just unconditional removal, very nice, and status is not bad at all either. It's definitely good to have that versatility there just in case you're stuck off of black or you're stuck off of green. You can still cast status, or if you're stuck at 3 lands, anything like that. And status is a fine card as well, so these are both very good. I'm going to go with status and statue here. It is the non-creature one, but I just think that it's good enough that it justifies that. I think I'm going to go with Pilfering Imp here. I like Imp a decent amount. It just pokes in for a little bit of damage, and it's a really easy card to enable your Undergrowth cards, because you can just sack it at any time. Well, not any time, but you can sack it at sorcery speed to make your opponent discard a card of your choice. So it's pretty nice. Not a lot else in Golgari in that pack. There was a decent Selesnya card. There was that 4/4 Vigilance, though. Alright. This pack's not great. I do like having a decent amount of just random, like 1-mana 1/1 Death Touchers in Golgari decks. These are just really good. Undergrowth Fuel, and they help you survive the early game, so Hired Poisoner seems fine here. Nothing in this pack is really all that exciting for any of the guilds. Sonic Assault and Darkblade might be the most exciting, but that might just be because they're gold cards, and I like gold cards most of the time. Alright, this pack is... I guess we can take Pack's Favor, and then we really hope that we somehow wheel the Okran Assassin. I mean, that would be a fantastic wheel. I don't think it's super likely, but that could be the pick. There's also Veiled Shade, which is fine. Yeah, I'll just take the random pump spell. Well, now I'm taking the Centaur, because Vicious Rumors is not a card I'm very interested in playing. Iron Shell Beetle is fine. We could also just take a Sundew, but that seems really defensive. I think I'd rather have the 2/2 for 2 that could put a counter on something else. That could be good. Ladev Champion. That's pretty late for Ladev Champion. So that's a nice pickup for sure. Now we can just pick up that Ceratok probably. Then... pick up a Foragers or a Sworn Companions or something. Let's see, we've got 3 white cards and 3 black cards, so we're going to have to decide. Or we could just do all 3 if we get enough mana fixing in terms of colors. Discard a creature card, gets +2/+2 and trample till end of turn. Do it once per turn. Man, I'm so indecisive with this stuff. This is just like picking Selesnya or Golgari, basically. Because I don't think Crawl Forges is super good, and they tend to go very late. Erstwhile Trooper's interesting. I don't think I've ever really used it that much, though. Let's try him out. Let's go Creature Heavy here. Utopia can be good if we're definitely trying to do all 3 colors, but so can Selesnya Guildgate, so I don't know. I'm going to take the Guild Gate. And a Take Heart. And a 10th District Guard. And an Enhanced Surveillance last pick. Alright, and we get a Golgari Guild Mage here. Seems pretty nice. 5 mana, tap it, give your entire team +1/+0 in menace till end of turn, and for 2 mana you can tap it and gain 2 life. Probably just going to take the Golgari Guild Mage here. There's some other cards I'd be interested in getting later, like Vigor Spore Worm is just a really big card to end the curve. Severed Strands is removal. You do have to sack a creature for it, so it's not the greatest removal ever, but it is still removal. Generous Stray is fine in Undergrowth decks, because to draw a card when you play it and then just Trump Block it, or Trump Block with it, and then Iron Shell Beetles, whatever. So yeah, I'm going to pick up the Swarm Guild Mage out of that pack. Ooh. Ooh, wow. I think drafting as best as I can, I would probably go for a Burglar Rat or a Siege Worm. Probably Siege Worm. Or maybe even Golgari Guildgate. But I do need more Chromatic Lanterns for my collection, and that was a big reason for me drafting this set, is I just want to get some more cards for my collection, so I'm going to pick up that Chromatic Lantern here. I do want to get a playset of those. Alright. What have we here? Not a whole lot. Like, I guess we just take Devkaran Dissident, because we're most likely to play green here. We're probably just Golgari. And we could maybe just Chromatic Lantern and splash in white. And I don't know if I really want to just, like, splash in Righteous Blows. Yeah, I think I want to take Devkaran Dissident. I definitely want to make sure that I have a very high creature count in this deck, because I am going to be at least partially Golgari, so I want a high creature count for Undergrowth shenanigans, and I want a high creature count because of Nullhide Ferox. So we will take the creature out of that pack. And now, Golgari Guildgate. If I really want to do 3 colors, now is definitely a time to pick up a Golgari Guildgate. Other than that, we're just picking up like a Burglar Rat. Yeah, I'll take up that Guildgate. Ooh, Charnel Troll. Ooh. Alright. This is like a real risk-reward card. It's a 3-mana 4/4 trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on it, otherwise sacrifice it. But for 2 mana, you can discard a creature card and put a +1/+1 counter on it. So, like, ideally, if your opponent just doesn't have removal, you get to play this on turn 3, pass. During your upkeep, while its triggers on the stack, you can just discard a creature card to put a +1/+1 counter on it, and then exile that creature from your graveyard to put another +1/+1 counter on it. Then you just have a 6/6 trample on turn 4 that's going to be swinging in, and then just for the rest of the game, you just keep fueling it to make sure it doesn't die. And if they don't have removal, that is one hell of a threat. So, yeah, I think I'm going to take the Charnel Troll there. Circuitous Route can be very good. We do have 2 Guildgates already, and we are trying to play 3 colors. So Circuitous Route might be the pick. I mean, now that we just have Charnel Troll, maybe it's better to just focus in on just Golgari. I do like the options of being able to be Selesnya as well, just like for Ladev Champion and Rosemane Centaur. I like those cards both a lot. But let's see what we have if we're just Golgari. We've only got 11 cards if we're just Golgari. Well, 11 non-land cards. We do have 1 Golgari Guildgate. I mean, that'd be the reason to take the route. I really want to try to just hone in on Golgari here, though, so we'll see how well this works out. Probably won't go super well, but we'll see. So I've got 1 removal spell so far, so I probably do want an Undercity Uprising, but it's also not a creature, and I want a bunch of creatures. What are my mana costs like? Mana costs are fine. Yeah, I'm going to take the Undercity Uprising. I think I need to pick up some more removal here. And now we'll take a Generous Stray. And big ol' Vigor Spore Worm, probably. Necrolysk is interesting as well. It's really interesting. But I don't really I don't have anything that costs more than 4 mana in this deck right now, so I think I'd rather just have the big ol' worm. Alright, what do we got? A bigger worm? Seems fine to me. Yep. Big ol' worm. Wood Shaper's fine. It's a 2-1, look at the top 4, reveal a creature enchantment, put it into your hand. So it's like a 4-mana 2-1, when it enters the battlefield, just draw another creature out of your top 4. But again, I think I'd rather just take the Guild Gates. And now if we end up splashing Selesnya, I think I want to splash Selesnya for just a couple like really powerful cards like Ladev Champion. Oh wow. Alright, well, we're definitely set up to splash Selesnya, so if we don't get enough Golgari cards, we'll definitely do that. What do we have? Chamber Sentry. I like Chamber Sentry as a card. My problem with it, at least on Arena, is that it always shows up in the 3rd pack when it's way too late to go in on that strategy, to go for 5 colors. But I have drafted 5 color gates with Chamber Sentry as my just pick one, pack one in paper Magic. I've never done it on Arena though. As cool as it sounds. I think I'm just picking up another Swarm Guild Mage here, just the Golgari Guild Mage. Alright. Risk Factor, I've already got my playset of those, don't have to worry about that rare. There is nothing in Golgari here. Well, I mean, there's a Generous Stray or an Iron Shell Beetle, so I guess we're just going to take one of those. And, ooh, another Siege Worm. Happy about that one. Yeah, pretty easy pick. The black cards in here are just bad. And then it's just an Antelope, which is fine. But I have a lot of stuff at 3 mana, so I don't really need the Antelope. That's a pretty late Disinformation campaign. That card is busted as hell, but I am not the deck for a Disinformation campaign. Undercity Uprising, Might of the Masses, or Crushing Canopy. Guess I'll take another Undercity Uprising. That can kill any creature. And this pack does not look great. I don't like either of these black cards very much. At least for Golgari. Maybe if you have a whole bunch of stuff that triggers off of Surveil Barrier of Bones could be okay, but I do not at all. So, just take another Guild Gate, I suppose. I could use another random large dork, I think. Just a 5 mana 4/5. Yeah, go for it. And now we've got a removal spell, Severed Strands. Lets us sack one of our Generous Strays to kill something. So that's probably our best sacrifice fodder, is just Generous Stray. Other than that, it's like one of these smaller creatures. Now I'll take a Iron Shell Beetle. Hey, we've got 23 cards now, so I can start cutting stuff while I draft. So, wow, we could have a whole lot of Selesnya Guild Gates. Like, just literally a playset of Selesnya Guild Gate. I don't think I'm gonna end up splashing Selesnya, though. So we'll take Undercity Necrolysk. I don't know if I'll be playing that, but it's possible. Alright. I don't think I'm playing any of these. I guess we'll take the Antelope. Guess we shall take the Shade. The Utopia. Wow, another Undercity Uprising super late. Alright, got some gems for our duplicate rare. Well, our duplicate mythic, I think. I think if you get one duplicate mythic, you get 40 gems. So I think that was all just for drafting Null Hide Ferox. Because I know Chromatic Lantern's not a duplicate, and I don't think we got any other rares. Oh, Charnel Troll. I don't think I had any Charnel Trolls either. Alright. What do we want to take out? Probably actually just take out this Pax Favor, because I've just got so much fight cards and stuff like that. I don't think I'm, like, combat tricking anybody with this deck. Maybe actually take out one of the Undercity Uprising, because I want a high creature count. I really don't want to cut very many creatures out of this at all. And then just cut out, like, one Iron Shell Beetle. How many creatures is this? 19 creatures. That's a pretty high creature count. Think I can roll with that. Yep, maybe we're supposed to cut things a different way, but I like how this looks a decent amount. And Iron Shell Beetle works well with Undercity's Uprising and Severed Strands, because we can put the counter on something else and then have it fight and die. So we've got 4 cards that work really well with our removal, Undercities and Severed Strands, that both force us to basically lose a creature to use them. So we've just got good little fodder for those. We have a couple scary bomb cards. We've got Charnel Troll, Null Hide Ferox, and a couple Siege Worms, and some okay filler stuff. This deck looks fine, but I also have not played very much of this format and haven't played in a long time. So, let's see how well this goes. It certainly looks like it could go pretty well, but we'll see. We will have to see. So my apologies if my voice sounds a little weird or I don't sound as enthused as usual. I'm a bit sick, but that's not going to stop me from drafting Magic. Alright. Heading into game 1, this is a really bad opener. We can't play anything until turn 4, and then the thing that we can play is literally a 2-2 that does nothing else. This is going to have to be a mulligan. I mean, it's 2 7-mana cards, a 4-mana 2-2, and a removal spell we can't even use until we have a creature out. Definitely drew our late game and no early game. Wow, this feels really bad. Feels like Arena is just kicking me while I'm down with this hand. There's no green cards. Well, no green mana. Even if there were, I just got a 2-mana 2-2. Oh, we're on the Moldify. Alright, we're going to have to get rid of Siege Worm, and we're going to have to get rid of the Rhizome Lurch. I don't want to get rid of the Rhizome Lurcher, but with this hand, we can cast everything in the hand. We've got a Swarm Guildmage into a Generous Stray, which draws us a card. That seems fine. Like, maybe the other argument would be to leave the Rhizome and get rid of one of the forests. But that's like the riskier play. That's like if you don't hit the one more land, you're kind of screwed. I don't know. I'm going to get rid of the Rhizome. Definitely feels bad. Oh no, we hit the land. No. Rhizome. You died for our sins. Alright. Swarm Guildmage. Get out there. We're playing against Dimir, so if they're a good Dimir deck at all, we are doomed, because Dimir can really capitalize on card advantage. So mulliganing against a mirror is real bad. Just if they have any of the cards that are like draw card and your opponent's discard a card and stuff like that, like that's just going to compound the issue a lot. Alright, well, we drew into an actual hand. I don't think we really do anything here. Maybe we just play our dork still. Because I don't particularly feel like casting a status. I guess if I attack with the Swarm Guildmage, if they don't double block it, I can status it and go for it. But if they do, then like status is just a 2 for 2 and I'm losing my Guildmage and my removal spell. I think I'm honestly just passing here. And I get to gain some life instead. Like, at least I get to do something with my mana, even if it doesn't do a whole lot. I do get to gain a couple life. This hand is very reactionary. Like, these are all just like, the second they play anything threatening, we're going to deal with it. So hopefully there are more creature-based Dimir decks. Those definitely exist. They have like 5 mana, 3/4 flyers and stuff like that. Interesting, they're choosing to kill the Dissident. Definitely okay with that. I am going to go ahead and gain life while I still can. We're going to take that too. Hired Poisoner. Well, we're really not under a lot of pressure, so we're just going to keep sitting here and gaining life. Just taking 2 and gaining 2. I don't think we're taking 2 this turn, though, if they don't just remove our Hired Poisoner with something. Pass Wall Adept. That's a pretty major problem. Probably going to have to use one of these removal spells on that. Severed Transit for my Generous Stray. Child of Night is the choice to gain a couple life. Well, I'll gain life as well. Alright. This is going to be a long one here. This is going to be a long one here, but maybe it'll work out. At least the Multi-5 didn't end with us dead immediately. Like, I feel like I'm actually playing a game. That being said, this hand really just waits for our opponent to do anything. That is kind of the perfect card we want to see. That is a way for us to get card advantage back against them. If they start sacrificing creatures into that, then we can just kill it with one of our cards when they've spent multiple to make it bigger. That could be very nice. They have a black and a blue untapped. They could have a status of their own. I'm thinking of any other combat tricks they could have to get me here. If I try to just use status to kill the child. I don't think it matters. I think I can just let them keep gaining life. And I can just save statue for something else instead of just statusing a Child of Night. This naming convention is so confusing. I hate it so much. I really hope that they do some other kind of naming convention than just words that are insanely close to each other the next time they do split cards. Alright. Vigor Spore Worm is very nice. We still need one more land for that, though, so we're going to have to just wait. And I don't really want to kill the Necrolisk unless they start putting cards into it. So I'll just pass And, like, I don't even have to kill it if they don't put cards into it, because it doesn't have menace unless they sacrifice something towards it. So we are playing the waiting game. I suppose they do get to attack with Necrolisk and Veiled Shade, and I can only kill one of them. Ooh, yeah. That is the swing with everybody play. Well. Block the Veiled Shade, I guess. I mean, they've got 6 mana. They can make that a 5/5. That is the most damage. I'll take the 5. And then, if I get a land, I get to play a Vigor Spore Worm, and that forces them to give their guy Menace if they want to hit me. Yeah, I'm at 19 life here. I'm okay to just not play Statue still. Oh, I should just play my own Necrolisk. That doesn't save up Guildmage mana, but that's fine. Because this also forces them to sack the child into the Necrolisk. Or just trade Necrolisks. I should probably have attacked with my Swarm Guildmage there, but there is a 3-mana 3/2 flash into Mirror, and I really like this Guildmage, so I'm being probably overly protective of it. But it has gained me probably like 10 life at this point. Alright, we'll have to see if they have Dazzling Lights to give it -3, -0 till end of turn. That could be bad for me. Other than that, like, we just trade Necrolisks and we're cool. So that did happen. Necrolisks have been traded. Oh my god. Make the Black Kitty. Yeah. Alright. Well, this is bad. Take a lot of damage from that. That is something we are just going to have to statue. If I can't play the worm this turn. Looks like I can. If I play the worm this turn, Guildmage is a 6/6 till end of turn, and I can attack with it and maybe just trade. I still don't want to trade the Guildmage, but I think he's served his purpose. Because, like, if the Guildmage trades here, then I'm left with a 6/4 against a 2/1, so that's a situation where, even though the Guildmage is a card I don't want to trade off, it's probably better than not. Alright, Capture Sphere is pretty bad. Now I can just Undercity Uprising instead of Statue. House Guildmage. I do not want that to survive either. Iron Shell Beetle. So I can play Iron Shell and something else. I can Iron Shell Guildmage to be a 3/3, so it can actually block this nonsense. And then I can Uprising the Giant. And then I can statue that Guildmage later. So they do get to get 1 Surveil out of it, which is pretty bad. They get to Surveil 2 cards here. It's pretty nice. Let them surveil their cards. Come on, throw them in the grave. Tell me they suck. I suppose if they put them on top, though, that's basically as if they didn't surveil, so maybe that's better for me. So it looks like they dropped a Capture Sphere and an island, because they don't want to capture... That's interesting. I would probably keep Capture Sphere. But I guess... Yeah, I guess even if they capture one of these creatures, the other one can just trade with Child of Night at worst. But I would probably just capture the Swarm Guild Mage, but looks like they do not want to do that. It's cool with me. I will use my Guild Mage friend to the best of his abilities. Could make it 1 more damage to them, but I think I'd rather gain 2 life than deal 1 more damage. Alright, Vidalcan Mesmerist, when it attacks target creature an opponent controls, gets -2/-0 till end of turn. That is also a 2/1, which my field is very good against because they're all 1/1s and a 3/3. Ooh, Dowser of Lights, let's go! This is how we roll. We're back in it. We'll get there eventually with these 1/1s. It'll just take a while. They have had 1 card just sitting in their hand all the time, but they could just be sandbagging a land, so I don't really feel like using a Pilfering Imp. Like, if it's a removal, I think they just use it on Dowser of Lights at this point, so I don't know what card that could possibly be that I should be worried about. Is it Menace time yet? If I give everything Menace, I'm at 14, they can swing back for 4? And swing back for 4. Yeah, it's Menace time. If they can only crack back for 4, it's definitely Menace time. Just get in there. And this forces terrible blocks if they want to block anything. Any way they would block would just lose both their creatures. They can lose both their creatures to an Iron Shell and trade with it, or they can lose both their creatures to a Dowser and just stop the damage. Alright. It's Menace time again. Oh, oh dear. Don't get mad at me, I'm sick. That's the issue. I've got the illness. It rots my brain, guys. I mean, they weren't dead on board if we menaced there, so that's not the worst thing in the world. But that was pretty loose. Listen, I was just scared they were going to crack back for like 1,000 million. Alright, now they're dead on board if they don't have anything in hand. Well, that's what dead on board implies. On board, they will die to this combat. But in hand, maybe they have answer? We will see. Alright, they get to double block and trade off with that Dowser and take 2 damage here. They probably would have been dead on board if I menaced last turn. But it didn't. I gained 2 life. Because I'm good at clicking buttons. Alright, if they don't play any creatures, I just attack with both of them and they're dead. Alright. Wild Ceratok in hand in case something goes wildly wrong. And nothing went wrong. Well, we did it. We got there like 5,000 years later after the Multi-5, so that was pretty nice. I will absolutely take that win. Let's see if we can get any more. If I can somehow make it to 6 wins, that would be beautiful. Because, I don't know if you noticed, but I have, like, nothing. I've got, like, no gold and no gems right now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll get it all back by the time we hit Eldraine. I just gotta do really well in all of the ranked drafts that I ever do. Omniscience drafts kind of just showed up and just ripped me from my gems. I don't know, man. I didn't... I played a bunch on my own time, and I don't know, it's like a gambler's fallacy kind of thing where I just kept going back in there where I was like, this time I'll get a Scholar of the Ages, or this time I'll get more than one Winged Words. And just 0-3ing and 1-3ing over and over. This time I'll get a Villas. I spent way too many gems. I've got a problem. Alright. But that is why I now have like every card I need from M20. Alright, I would really like to draw a land. That would be super beautiful. Now this is a bit of a risky keep, but this hand is just savage if I draw lands. Alright, I gotta full control this to make sure Charnel Troll lives. Next turn. Stop before next turn. I think that's what I have to do, stop before next turn. There. Do that. Goblin Electromancer, alright. Now, before that resolves, I need to discard a creature card. We will discard Dowser of Lights, because he costs more than the Nullhide. Now we exile Dowser of Lights, and we have a 6/6 trample. And hopefully we drew a basic, so I can use Pilfering Imp and toss it in the grave. Alright. That's fine, I can just discard that Guild Mage next turn. Could also discard Nullhide. Unfortunately, it only goes to the battlefield if an opponent makes us discard it. That would be hilarious. That would be way too strong, though. If I could discard it to my own Charnel Troll to get in there. Alright, it looks like they still do not have removal for the troll yet. So this is... No! No! Arena, I hate you! Oh... It didn't let me respond. I played it so safe the first time, and then the second time I kind of just assumed it would let me respond with the trigger on the stack. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm still gonna say that's not my fault. The program should stop. Oh my god. That is very, very irritating. Especially because I literally just did it last turn. The program should have some way of knowing, oh wait! He needs to do things. Remember last turn? I'm so mad right now. They just straight up don't have any removal in their hand. They would have just flat died to that card. I don't even want to play anymore. That's how mad I am. The salt is everywhere. What a... Oh my god. Let's just chill. I'm super dead now. This hand just doesn't work without the Charnel Troll because I don't have enough mana. Good lord. What do I even do now? Crater Maker just shoots Guild Mage. I don't think I severed Strands. And just play a 2/2. I'm so sad right now. I want to concede so badly, but I shouldn't. I should have attacked with Pilfering Imp, but that's fine. If I keep it on blocks, then they can't attack with Cyclops without pumping it up with that maximized thingy. It's not the worst no swing. I mean, missing out on 1 damage is not super huge if there is a slight other use to the imp in blocks. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm done. So, we would have been in a way better spot with that Charnel Troll, obviously, but I don't think that we would have full-on killed them before they selective snared, because we have no idea of knowing when they would have drawn that. But if they drew it as late as they played it, they probably would have been at like 2 life or something by the time they bounced the troll back. That was sad. That was the worst. Man, that's something I really wish they would implement in a patch like they implemented with Goblin Warboss or whatever. The 3/3, the 3 mana 2/2 that makes a 1/1 with haste at the beginning of each combat. It used to be that if your opponent played that during their main phase, even if you had an instant speed removal spell to kill it, the game would not stop until the combat step already began. So your opponent would just, no matter what, get the 1/1. Like, what the heck, Arena? What is wrong with you? That's not how Magic works. I can respond once they play the creature to kill it before they get their stupid 1/1. So, I don't know. It's just one of the things that, like, because they've prioritized, like, quick playability over, like, strict stops for, like, every rules moment where there would be stops. Like, I feel like you have to go into, like, full control and stuff like that way more than you should. I think there are some things that it should notice the card and be like, alright, I should stop at this point, like it does with the War Boss. And Charnel Troll is one of those cards. Unfortunately for me. This video just got very ranty. Alright, so I just sent in that attack because these guys don't do anything on blocks, so might as well. Probably should have just sent in the attack first. Maybe they would have been scared of some kind of pump spell. I was not going to spend a status there. But maybe they would have been scared that I would. And I could have, like, squeezed in a couple points of damage in there. I think no matter what happened, though, I was just going to play Ceratok that turn. These Swarm Guild Mages are going to be brutal. Just absolutely brutal. What have you, Mr. Hourglass of Time? Excuse me. Barging Sergeant, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That makes your flyer a 2/4, little jerk. They make the flyer a 3/5 if they attack with that Sergeant again. I just Severed Strands the flyer with my Generous Stray. Yeah, we're gonna no block. I'll Severed Strands the flyer with Generous Stray and get in there with the Ceratok, I guess. Save the 2/2 black back to trade with the Sergeant if they attack again. If they don't have, like, Sure Strike or something. How much damage am I getting in? It is up to you, Mr. Wall of Mist. All of it! Alright. I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. Must really like that wall. Something terrifying is about to happen to this wall. I can just see it. +0, +5, and deals damage equal to its toughness and can attack as though it didn't have defender. I don't know what's happening. They definitely thought I had some kind of pump spell, at the very least. Hypothetical. Boop my guild mage, that feels bad. I just played that guy, he's my best friend. Are you gonna boop the Ceratop? I'd rather you boop the Ceratop, if I'm being wholly honest, but maybe that's because I'm incorrect. As they just highlight everybody. They are definitely thinking on this one. They discarded a Sonic Assault as well for that Hypothesizzle, so they'll be able to use that later. Alright, they are picking the Wild Ceratop. Dropping a mountain. And passing the turn. Saving that boy as a blocker. Well, Siege Worm, I suppose. He's here. He is thick. And if you want to attack me, you gotta Sonic Assault my boy. Surprised they're still playing lands at 6 lands on field. Still played a 7th land. Ooh, because they can Rampaging Monument into Sonic Assault. Nice. Usually the Izzet decks start sandbagging lands in the late game to start using for Jumpstart, so I expect they'll probably stop playing lands after this turn. Alright, so here comes Sonic Assault discarding... Oh, nothing. That was a Sonic Assault from hand. Double Sonic Assault in Graveyard. That is very, very bad. So, if that is the case... We've got 6 mana. Do we just pretend we're never blocking anymore? Start attacking with everybody? Just like statue that monument? I guess they have to double... I can make them have to triple Sonic Assault if I just play another Guild Mage. Something will be able to block that Sergeant. Yeah. I'm gonna send the Siege Worm in. And now the plan is to shoot down the monument. So I play Guild Mage. I've got enough mana to destroy the Rampaging Monument. And enough blockers that they can't tap all 3. Probably should have just shot the monument down during my turn, because Izzet does have a counter spell or 2. So now I just gave them the opportunity to draw one, but I'm hoping they're just going to cast both of the Sonic Assaults to make Monument as large as possible, in which case they would discard their whole hand to do that. It would also put me down to 6 life, so if I have nothing in hand, I think that's lethal. That'd be 6 life with a 2/2 to block a 6/6 Trampler and a 4/2. Yeah, that'd be lethal. I would be dead on board. Oh, that would be if I didn't have the mana to gain 2 life off the Guild Mage, though. Alright. Give Trample Guy the +2, makes sense. And a League Guild Mage putting a counter onto the monument. League Guild Mage is pretty bad for me, because because they can now just start drawing cards. I was hoping for like a real fast race here, but it looks like that's not how it's going to be. Because they've just played multiple dorks this turn. Prefer my guild mage. Well, 5 mana. If I draw one more land, I might prefer the dissident. I think I like the guild mage better. Keep both of them. Ooh boy, let's go. Just get out there. I don't even need to think anymore. Null high. Woo. Alright. I'm actually going to save the mana to gain some life here. Well, I mean, they're at 5. They can hit me for 4 with Sonic Assaults. But they're only going to have 1 card next turn. Yeah, they're at 5, and that's a flyer. So, I mean... That's also 1 more creature, so now if I give everything Menace, I've got 4 things with Menace. They could only possibly block literally 1 of them. So they're very dead on board now. They gotta draw something very good here. Alright, they did not draw anything very good there. Nullhide Ferox, pretty beefy boy showed up at the end there. Slap him down. Alright. 2 wins and 1 loss. Still mad about that loss. Still mad. Never not salty. If I were a Pokemon, my signature move would be Brine. Alright. See if we can get an opponent here. I would like to get an opponent here, but maybe everybody has left and no one wants to play Arena anymore, and it's just me all by myself in an endless waiting lobby. Alright, nope. There's somebody. Let's play some Magic. I just want to get my gems back. Omniscience took everything from me. Okay, let's go. Or not. They gotta choose whether or not they're gonna mulligan, or my internet or Arena is having an issue. This does tend to happen from time to time. The world may never know exactly what's going on. Alright, they're choosing mulligans, resolving mulligans here. Looks like that was 1 mulligan. If this is a keep, they're gonna have 6 cards in hand this game. At least to start it off. The sand is not very good either. I think my curve might be a little messed up. Maybe a little bit too much stuff at the late costs, not enough early game, but I don't know. I've just drawn a lot of bad hands, and that could be my fault. I mean, it is my fault, I'm the one who drafted it, but I don't know if it's just an RNG thing or the deck is bad. Send in with my beetle. Looks like we're playing against another green deck, that's all I know for sure. Wow. Mono green and Guilds of Ravnica, bold choice. Sprouting Renewal? Alright. That is a thing. 2/2 Vigilance. Well, so much for my 2/2 getting in there. This is my problem with Erstwhile Trooper. It's potentially okay, but I don't want to trade my Siege Worm for a 2/2, you know what I'm saying? I guess if I'm ever stuck on mana, the ability's pretty good. Because if I'm ever in a situation where I'm like, there's no way I'm ever casting these cards, then it's good, but there is a way. Alright, now I can attack. I have Undergrowth stuff coming up, so I'm pretty chill with these things dying. Alright, hit him for 2. And yeah, I think even if I don't have cards that I'm okay discarding to Erstwhile, my opponent could still just be scared that I do and might just not mess with it. Just let it get in there and let it block stuff. Alright. They now have green and any second color in the universe, so I'm not sure what color that is. Play Vigor Spore Worm. Turns out it's blue. Get countered. Alright, nope. Vigor Spore Worm does get in there. Pretty happy about that. And since I drew a Pilfering Imp... Ooh, okay. Alright, since I drew... stop it. I just want to attack. Why do I have 5,000 stops when I don't want stops? And then when I do want stops, my Charnel Troll dies. Automatically. Alright, whatever. Since I drew a 1-mana card like Pilfering Imp late game here, I now actually have some discard fodder for the erstwhile Trooper, is what I was trying to say, but by the time that finally came out of my mouth, they price-of-famed my erstwhile Trooper. Which is interesting, because it's a 4/4 at biggest. They have to... There's no way they don't have another removal spell, because they just killed my 4/4 when I've got a 6/4 on board. I've got Undergrowth 2 for this Charnel Troll. I think Troll can get in there. So what do you have for the worm, then? Another Price of Fame? Oh my... What?! No! I wasn't being serious. You can't just Surveil 4 on me and kill 2 dudes? That's some bogus right there. That is some absolute bogus. Alright, Charnel Troll. Let's do it, Troll. I believe in you. Now I'm definitely playing the Pilfering Imp, but I'm going to use it next turn. Well, I'll use the Pilfering Imp if Troll survives. Ooh, yeah, Troll survives. I was going to say, if Troll doesn't survive, then... might have to just use the Pilfering Imp to cast a Siege Worm. Now I kind of want to use Siege Worm, or Pilfering Worm. Pilfering Worm. I can't speak anymore. I kind of want to use Pilfering Imp just to fight that worm. But I want to know what's in their hand, too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going to see what's in their hand. Whatever. I'll see what's in their hand and I'll cast a Necrolisk. Moodmark Painter. Whisper Agent. Crushing Canopy. So most of this does nothing. They have 0 Undergrowth. 0 Undergrowth. I think we just hit the Surveil card. They can give the worm +1/+0 menace. But if they do that, I don't think they're attacking with the worm. I think they're just playing a 2/3. Let's see if they're attacking with the worm. Again, I doubt it. I think they gotta just play the 2/3 for blocks. Ooh, they are going for it. Alright, we'll get rid of that imp. I now got a 6/6 trample, and I'm gonna have a 5/5 trample. Let's just go for it. I mean, the race is on. Their hand is a Crushing Canopy. They can destroy a flyer or an enchantment that I have, so I am very much winning this race currently. They really need removal for that troll in like the next 5 seconds. And now, even if they get removal for the troll, I can cast Undercity Uprising on the Necrolisk to kill the worm. And unfortunately for our opponent, they did just draw another land, so I think that pretty much seals this game. And the concession does 100% seal this game. Alright. So that is... Ooh, we just leveled up. Got a War of the Spark pack from a Mastery Pass. I will open that right up. See what we got. What's good? Ignite the Beacon. Search your library for 2 Planeswalkers, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. Cute card. If you're like major Super Friends, I suppose that is playable, but I am not a fan of Super Friends decks. I don't like to run very many Planeswalkers at all. Just not really a fan of Planeswalkers that much. Even if almost every standard deck that I play runs at least one Planeswalker, but that's kind of just War of the Spark's fault. You can't not play, like, a Planeswalker in most of standard decks right now. But I don't tend to run any more than that. Alright, this hand's so bad. This hand's real bad, too! That's fine. We'll deal with it. We've got Nullhide Ferox. What could go wrong? Do we just get rid of Undercity Uprising because it's a non-creature spell? Feel like we should probably just get rid of Seratok, but I'm not going to. Don't at me. Let's play some Magic. I have a green cat. You have a Golgari Guildgate. I don't have one of those, but I do have a Golgari. That is what I'm playing. Ooh, alright. They're playing Abzan, Golgari, and Selesnya combined. And my draws have been fantastic. I now have a 2-drop and a removal spell. And it's a better removal spell than the Undercity Uprising. Iron Shell Beetle, gonna make that Scout a 3/2 so that when it starts jumping in, it's jumping in for big damage. And when I say big, I mean mildly concerning. Alright, Severed Strands is a pretty good draw. Do I want to just do that right now? I don't think I want to Severed Strands. I mean, if I don't Severed Strands right now, then I'm not going to do it for a while because of Nullhide Ferox. Like, then I just get hit by a 1/1 instead. I don't think I want to do that. Don't think I want to do that. I just want to pass. Leave my Beetle to block their 1/1 so that thing's not coming in. And if they want to get in for damage, they're going to have to spend some mana. Have to fly that Scout up there. And it looks like that is what they shall do. Get in there for 3. Ooh. Oh, it's because they gave it 1 more toughness. Alright. I'm not gonna 2 for 1 myself, so I'm not gonna block. Okay. Can I take my damage now, opponent? What is happening? Okay. There they go. And another Skyline Scout. Alright. They got some flyers. That's some problems. Let's just play Thickums. What up? I'm about to just die to Skyline Scouts. That's so lame. I do have 2 removal spells, and they have 2 Skyline Scouts, but I want to live in the world where I'm Severed Strands and Skyline Scouts, but I think I do. I think I do live in that world. Silent Dart. Sack it, deal 3 to a creature for 4. So Iron Shell Beetle's just going to die anyway, as is like all of my creatures. So I believe now is the time for a Severed Strands. There's the chump. And here come the Severed Strands. I think I need to play Necrolisk first, because I'm not going to sack any creatures for it. So I think it's weaker than the Seratok, which is just straight up 1 more power. So I play Necrolisk first. It gets Silent Darted, which sucks. But then I can play Seratok. Taking 6. Cool. I probably should have just saved him on defense. Because now they get to start pooping out 1/1s. Well, I'm glad they just passed the turn there. They had the mana for Silent Dart, but didn't do it. Maybe that was an arena thing, though, and I shouldn't feel glad about that. Maybe they just got hosed by arena. Taking 5. Yeah, get your little stupid little poop man out. Poop face. Alright. 5 mana. Can't do a whole lot. I'm taking 2 in the air. Regardless. Some suck butt stuff. Yeah, I play Swarm Guild Mage. So then I can gain 2 a turn as I take 2 a turn. So now they need another removal spell. Yeah. They need another removal spell, or I can sort of maybe stabilize off this if I start drawing lands. What? Leave this place, heathen. This is BS. Alright, well, we're dead. Well, I guess they don't give it flying till end of turn. Am I dead on board? Yeah, I'm dead on board. F to pay respects. That sucked. Alright. Definitely not as bad as the game I lost with the Charnel Troll. That game was a fair loss. I lost to jumping Jehoshaphat's. 2 ones that jump in the air over and over. If they didn't have that flourish, I do think I could have stabilized pretty well. Oh my god! Please, deck. Can I have reasonable hands again? I would enjoy it. I don't think I can keep this. I mean, I get to play Generous Stray. So what? Opponent goes first. So I play a land. I draw, then I play a land. The next turn, draw, play a land. Next turn, draw, play a land, play Generous Stray. So that's a 4th draw right there. And then the turn after that, I draw a card. So I have 5 chances to draw a land to be able to just drop Nullhide. You know, I'll take that. I will take that. I have 5 draws before I get to attempt to turn 4 Nullhide. So I already got it. I got it on the first draw, so I don't know what I was worried about. It all worked out. I do still need a swamp, though. Oh my god, that was a sick draw. Never didn't have it. We're on curve. Don't worry about it. If my first draw was Swamp, then it would have been so good, because I'm pilfering at Dissident, Generous Stray, Nullhide Ferox. Let's go to the races. Sworn Companions. Well, good thing my Generous Stray has 2 toughness to block your little butts. And that is what we're going to do. We're going to pass the turn and block the little butts. They are probably going to pump one of them and kill one of my dudes, but that's okay. We allow casualties early into the battle. In Magic. Because that way we don't have to deal with the pump spells later. Don't hiss at me. What is wrong with you? You're my cat. I'm trying to pet you. See, look at that. There you go. It's because I'm over petting you. I just pet you a certain amount and then you just start hissing. That is not how real cats work. At least that's not how my cats work. My cats will never stop wanting to be pet. That's because my cats are better than this cat. This cat sucks. I hate it. Alright. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? I'd probably just drop Nullhide. I have a lot of other options, though. But I can only cast one other spell if I'm not casting Nullhide, so I gotta just play Nullhide. Because I only have the one black, like I can only cast one spell that turn, might as well cast the craziest spell. If I had triple black, then like Guildmage plus 2 other cards might have been better. Alright, Generous Stray of their own. They are drawing a card. Nothing else. Ooh, they got a Temple Garden. Very nice. I didn't even notice that earlier. Three, four, five, six. Well, show me what kind of pump spell you got. Let's go for it. Show me what kind of nonsense you have, opponent. I would like to see. Opponent is thinking. Alright. Please don't hourglass me again. Just make your blocks. See what we got. Alright, so this could be like a Might of the Masses or something. Let's see. Alright, that looks like actually probably just a chump block there. Not gonna pump Dissident then. Alright, Swarm Guildmage. It's gonna be very good. And I guess the flying one. We don't really need Death Touch when all of our opponent's creatures have 1 power, so might as well play the flyer instead. Next turn we have the mana to Undercity Uprising if need be. And if not, we can Guildmage our whole team, or we can pump Dissident, or just play a Hired Poisoner and some other thing. What is happening? I am not sure. They're looking at my Pilfering Imp. Is this a Crushing Canopy? Is this another main deck Crushing Canopy because everybody's terrified of Disinformation Campaign? But I'll give it to you. Main deck Crushing Canopy is actually kind of viable in this format just because Dimir. Like, the card's just really good against Dimir and not much else. But Dimir is quite good, so it's nice to have. Alright, Affectionate Indrik is just going to kill off my little flyer. Looks like that was the play. Okay. They're thinking about attacking here, which is interesting. Sending the Blade Instructor. I guess that way I can't crack back for like a really big scary menace hit. Because like the less creatures I have, the less likely I am to crack back super hard. Maybe they have some kind of Convoke pump spell? But the one that I know of costs 3 mana. So they'd have to attack with just 1 dude for that. They were thinking about attacking with 2. Looks like they're just going to attack with nobody. That was just some kind of mind game. Alright, well, now I can status or statue at instant speed, because I have the 6 mana to pay 2 to turn off Ferox, pay 4 to cast statue. So, I think I want to just attack with Ferox and Dissident. That way it looks like I'm just saving all this mana to pump up Dissident. And then if they do some kind of like really big block to try to kill Ferox, that could be very good for me. Looks like just the chump, though. If that is the case... Do I actually just want to pump Dissident, play Poisoner? Yeah. That's the case, pump Dissident, play Poisoner. Because, like, now I just don't have to worry about any kind of crackback. I'll just block the 4/4 with my Death Touch. Block the 3/1 with my 1/2. Don't really need these. Alright. So if I give everyone Menace, they can block one creature. So if they block a Nullhide, they take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not that scary. I don't think I want to do Menace here. I think I would rather save up Statue or Dissident. And just save my other dudes back again. Alright. Block and Nullhide. The onboard trick would be +1 power to Ferox. Okay. I mean, none of my creatures die here, so I'll just accept that and then see if they have what kind of pump they're planning. Whoa, okay. Full control here. So they made that a 10-10 and that a 2-2. So... don't actually have enough mana to kill both. I think Dissident's gonna die here. Yeah, kill the Indrik. Dissident shall die. That was like the biggest combat trick in the book. The rare one. Target creature gets +3/+3 till end of turn 3 times. So they get to put that wherever they want each time. Circuitous Route, pretty late for that, but we'll see if they're splashing any colors here. Maybe a Golgari Guildgate shows up. Nope, just Forest Plains. Rhizome Lurcher. Alright. Well. I think it's Menace time. Now, Menace doesn't actually help that much. Probably just play Rhizome Lurch. Whatever, I already gave stuff Menace. Let's go for it. Because I don't actually want to swing with, like, absolutely everybody. Because then they can crack back and put a lifelink. Put a counter on the lifelinker, but... I'm actually still just very much winning that race if they crack back like that, so I probably should have just attacked with Stray as well. They got 2 cards in hand. Arboretum Elemental. That is large and will trade with Ferox. Okay. Well, Could you just give all my dudes Death Touch this turn? If I give them Menace, they can block Ferox with Arboretum and the 1/1, and they can't block anything else. So I think we're fine to just Menace and just swing with everyone this turn. They crack back for 11, so unless they have some kind of insane top deck, and they have to double block. They have to double block something. I don't know, like, why they would double block one of the 2/2s, but they could do that. So they probably just double block Ferox to kill it. Yep. Alright. Opponent takes 4 down to 7. Here's Parhelion Patrol. Parhelion Patrol's pretty good. Vigilance is very, very good in this situation. Flying as well. Get over the Death Toucher. Charnel Troll. Ooh, I only have 3 in my grave right now, though, so I think I'm just going to go with the regular Rhizome Lurcher plan here. Uprising that boy out of the sky. And there's the scoop. Alright. Well, we got there. 4 wins? Or is that 3 wins? 4 wins? Yes! We have beaten the average. 4 wins, 2 losses. If I die now, then I don't know, I was going to say something cool, but I can't think of anything cool. So, like, if I die now, I die with honor. For I have achieved a level of victory that is mildly above the average. Alright, well, Iron Shell Beetle was a fantastic draw. I now have a turn 2 play. We're going to get poked by this Hunted Witness, though. There's the poke. Alright, and now we have our 4 lands, which is enough to cast anything in here except for the Worm, which is fine, because Worm can come down as late as it wants. It likes to come out nice and late with that Undergrowth trigger. So we're against Boros here. Here comes Legion Warboss. Speak of the devil. Charnel Troll. Oh boy. Alright. Let's do it right this time. Stop before next turn. Blade Instructor. Three, 4, 5, 6 power over there. Alright, we gotta discard. Discard our biggest dude. Sorry, Worm. Now we exile it. And go to main. Play our land. Send in the 6/6 trample. This probably just hits them for 6. Like, I gotta think they got, like, Justice Strike or something in there. Like, since it has trample, there's not much point in blocking it with anything except a Hunted Witness, maybe. No blocks it is. Pass the turn, and stop before our next turn. Listen, now we know. Now we just can't lose with a Charnel Troll, because we know how to fix it. Alright, well here comes Justice Strike or something. Probably. I actually probably want to discard Rhizome Lurcher next, because we're exiling the stuff in our grave, so we actually don't have anything to... Oh, Candlelight Vigil on War Boss is a pretty big deal. But yeah, I was going to say, we actually don't have anything to Undergrowth, because Troll eats them from the grave. So they're going in there. They are really just going to buff up a Goblin. Yup. Well, let's kill the War Boss with status. Now we don't have to pay any mana because we can exile the Iron Shell Beetle, which is beautiful. Yep, let it happen. Exile the Beetle. And draw. Another Beetle? Alright, main phase. Do we play the other Beetle or do we just play like an Erstwhile Trooper? And then Erstwhile Trooper lets us discard for free. Could also play Undercity Uprising. I mean, Erstwhile Trooper's better than Iron Shell Beetle, I think. I guess Iron Shell Beetle gets to block the Blade Instructor and kill that and put a counter on the Troll. Trooper does get to block like a 3/3 and kill it. Or it can block Blade Instructor and kill it and survive. So, yeah, Trooper's probably better. So we're going to take 6 here, turning the Hunted Witness into a 1/1 with lifelink. Okay. Combat. Send everybody in. Counter on the lifelinker. Block the Blade Instructor. +2/+2. Give mine +2/+2 as well. I'm saving the Beetle because I might actually have lethal if I put a +1/+1 counter on with the Beetle. Do you have double pump here? Nope. So 13. Okay, I definitely don't have lethal. Alright. I forgot about the fact that they were about to gain a bunch. Especially with Take Heart as well. Alright, we've got 2 dudes in the grave. We're super safe with the Charnel Troll triggers. Get rid of the Rhizome. So we're taking 5 on board here. It's a fantastic draw. Alright, we're gonna have 2 blockers, so I think we're fine. They're taking 8. Cool. Alright, Hired Poisoner. That can kill the 3/3. And the Iron Shell Beetle can kill the 2/2. Intervention 3 to me, and they gain 3 life. Okay. True Fire Captain. Oh, its dealt damage deals that much to target player, so I have to be able to do lethal over that. Because that'll probably just like kill me on the stack. Oh wait, I have Undercity Uprising, what am I talking about? Undercity a Beetle into that, take 2, go to 3. Because I don't want to Undercity the Poisoner into it. Let's see, they're at 8. 5 toughness worth of blockers. Means they take 4 from Troll. This is if I kill a True Fire Captain. They take 4 from Troll and 3 there. 7, so they're still alive. But do they have a way to survive that isn't just losing their creatures? Oh my god, this is terrifying. Send the beetle at it and take 3 and just hope they don't have... Hope they don't have another bolt thing that does 3 to me. And actually, because I have Death Touch Trample, I get to do 8 over that thing instead of just 7, which is super nice. But they do have lifelink, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Oh god, if they have removal. Oh god. Oh please, Lord. Alright, sending them in. Trades. And that's the game! Alright, Charnel Troll's ridiculous, but if you're playing Arena, you have to put that stop at the very start of your turn, every turn. Which is weird and stressful. And there were a few turns there where it went to my turn and I didn't have the stop on and I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god! And then I was like, wait, I didn't put the stop on because there is already a creature in my grave, I'm fine. Oh my god. Alright. Charnel Troll can do it, for sure. No Justice Strike and no Luminous Bonds was super good for me. If they had one of those things, that was my entire game plan, so I would have just been out of that game. I'm gonna keep this, because they have multiple cards I can play. All of my hands, a lot of my hands today have just sucked. So I've kind of just accepted my fate that for some reason, even though I have literally the exact same number of green and black sources, the game is not gonna give a shit. So I have to just accept that. Alright. No blocks. Yay! Okay, it cares. It cares a little bit. Swarm Guild, boy. Oh, are you about to kill my Swarm Guild guy? I don't want you to kill my Swarm Guild guy. Alright, Golgari Locket. That's fine. That does not kill any of my friends. I can play an erstwhile Trooper, or the smaller little Beetle. If I play the smaller little Beetle, I get to gain some life, and I get to make one of my guys a 3/3, which actually gets over. So let's do that. Big Dissident. Then I can actually sneak in some damage this turn. And then I get to Siege Worm next turn, tapping my Beetle and my Guild Mage, probably. See if they got something spooky here. They've got 5 mana. That definitely can be concerning. Undercity Uprising. Gonna trade the Beetle for the Dissident. Fair enough. I'm gonna go ahead and gain my life now then. Back to 20. Generous Stray. Cool, but I think I just play a Siege Worm. I think that is the play. See if they've got more removal. Pitiless Gorgon. Well, that certainly works. And a Pilfering Imp. Well, I've got 5 mana, so I don't have enough mana to play anything alongside this Undercity Uprising. So we'll just play that and have the beetle fight the Gorgon. I can actually just attack with both my dudes here. Get in for some big damage. And if they choose to sack the Pilfering Imp, that's not really bad for me, because these cards aren't super great. All of my goodies are already on board, so it would be a lot worse if they just, like, played a Finality, which is like -4/-4 to all creatures or something. Actually, that's actually perfect, because Siege Worm has 5 toughness. Cool, I'm safe from Finality. Another Gorgon is mildly irritating. If I give my guy Menace, I hit them for 3 and lose my Siege Worm, they lose both their dudes. That sounds good, but I'm gonna generous stray. Try to set up like a lethal attack with Menace coming up. Alright. If they don't play any more dudes, next turn an attack should be lethal. I should have attacked with Guild Swarm Mage there. Or Swarm Guild Mage. Because if they blocked with Gorgon, they just can't block Worm anymore. Alright, never mind. Never mind, glad I didn't attack with Swarm Guild Mage. Because then they would have a Worm to trade Worms with. Okay, what do we draw? Another Siege Worm. So they can block one of my creatures if I give everybody Menace. And they kind of have to... Yeah, they have to block Siege Worm. So we definitely are on the Menace plan. Alright. Trample that over. Oh, they're just dead. Oh, they're just dead. Never mind. I was still thinking about what I was supposed to do in future turns, but they were just dead. Swarm Guild Mage is so legit. And I got 2 of them. What a good dude. Oh my god, I can't believe this happened. I wasn't even paying attention. We did it. We did it. It can actually win games of Magic. I'm not just the 03 Omniscience draft guy. Oh. Alright. I mean, that was my goal. That's what I wanted. I said that would be amazing if we could hit 6 wins. We did it. So, you know, whatever happens here is super gravy. That's fantastic. Alright. Wow. That's wonderful. This draft has gone pretty well. Man, now I just remembered that Chartle Troll game where my poor troll died for no reason. And now I'm sad again. Doesn't even matter. I went 6-1, whatever. My Chartle Troll died for nothing. What did you have against Chartle Troll? Arena? He's my boy. Alright, I think we are finally getting an opponent. Here we go. Final round, win or lose, and we're against somebody who is a higher rank than me, so get ready to lose. It's someone good, guys. And we draw another freaking one-color hand. Okay, it's okay. We won off a Multi-5. We won off a Multi-5, so let's mulligan this thing, because this is not keepable. Alright. This hand sucks, but that's okay. It just sucks because my deck kind of sucks, and not because it's an unlucky draw. So we'll deal with that one. We will definitely deal with this one. Oh god, it's somebody who spent gems on fancy lands. Oh god. Wait, are they level 100? That's not possible. You can't buy levels yet. You can't be level 100. How do they have the... What? Did they turn on the thing? Can you buy levels now? What the shit? This guy's level 100! I am so dead. This dude's just styling upon me with just... Oh my god, alright. Just maximum level. So, apparently it is definitely possible to be level 100 at this point. Maybe... Oh my god. Maybe they bought the levels to level up to level 100 back when you could still do that, like, months ago? They have to have turned on the ability to buy levels with gems again. There's no way you can get to a level 100 with the amount of experience they've given out so far. I think the highest level you could be is like level 80? Maybe 85, something around there? I'm like level 77. And I haven't missed that much experience. So we're definitely going to lose this game. So I'm just going to talk about how spicy their level 100 sleeves are. Like if I severed strands, I'm facing down a 3-3 and a 1-1 that I can't do anything about. So I think I just wait on the severed strands. I could Undercity a Pilfering Imp to that guy. Actually, no, I can't. I have to Severed Strands, because that's the only thing I have the mana for. Yeah, it's gonna suck. We'll play Necrolisk, and next turn I can actually... If I don't have to discard this Pilfering Imp for an erstwhile trade, I can just send the Pilfering Imp at the Ferox with Severed Strands next turn, because I will have enough mana. I need 2 mana to turn off Ferox, 2 mana to play Strands, and 1 mana to play Imp, so I need 5 mana total. And I will have 5 mana total. Here comes a non-creature spell from our opponent. Prey upon. Gonna kill my erstwhile guy. Okay. That is not great. And a Rosemane Centaur. Sweet lord. Think I have to just Severed Strands this thing. Got much else of a choice. They've got a pump spell, I just like lose the game on the spot. Looks like they don't. We got a 4-4 and a 1-1 to deal with. And a 2-2. Oh my god. You know how much this guy's styling on me? You know what I just realized? They bought the freaking M20 card styles and the War of the Spark card styles. These aren't from the same set. They spent like 4,000 gems on basic lands. Oh my god. I'm sitting like right against fucking power right here. I'm sorry, I cursed. I think that's the first time I've accidentally cursed in a video in a while. It used to happen all the time. My apologies. Trying to get better at that, but that's insane. Why would you do that? I mean, if you're rich, man, style any way you can. We're tremendously dead. Oh wait, no we're not. How am I not dead right now? That's okay. I have 2 cards that are just literally uncastable, which is hilarious. Thought last turn's attack was definitely going to be lethal, but it's not. So we'll get hit one more time. Yep. Tap 3 dudes, send them in as a 5/5. You send it in as a 3/3, I could survive this turn. Okay, they sent it in as a 4/4, so I'd have to kill both their creatures to survive. I'm just going to take it, not even going to shoot down one of them here. Oh yeah, they've got the level 80 elemental cat as well. Didn't even mention that, since they had the level 100 sleeves, so I mean, who cares about the level 80 cat? Anyways, so after that one, let's go ahead and get our prizes. 850 gems, very nice. And a pack of Guilds of Ravnica. Let's see if we get something nice for the collection. Uncommon Wildcard is fantastic. Assassin's Trophy is fantastic. Definitely one of the cards that I don't have a playset of yet that I would love to get. So this has been a very successful draft for me in terms of just getting cards for my collection that I wanted from the set and getting my my payment back, because the draft is 750 gems or 5,000 gold. I spent 5,000 gold and got more than 750 gems back. Got 850 back. So very, very nice draft. I'm loving that. Let me see if you can buy... yeah, you can't buy levels right now. You can't buy levels right now, and there's no way... there's no way to get those sleeves unless you're at the highest level of the Mastery Pass. And you couldn't possibly be level 100 just off of experience at this point. You would have had to have bought some levels back when you could still buy levels. Which, what I thought in the first place was that they just literally bought to level 100 the second it came out. But I realized, nah, if they just bought, like... If they bought, like, 10 levels back when it came out, they could be level 100 by now. Probably, like, 10 or 20 levels. They wouldn't have had to just immediately buy 100 levels to be level 100 at this point. So it's not as insane as I thought it was, but that was still pretty insane. That is the only, I think the only person I have ever seen that's level 100 already. Alright, anyways, I digress. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, probably on the 4th. I'm trying to do these videos about every other day at this point, on average, so I will definitely be back on the 4th, because there's an update coming to Arena. I don't know how much is going on, like, right at that point, but there is a update. I don't know if it's a minor or a major update, but I know pretty soon the update is coming that's going to have a bunch of added new events and stuff as we get ready for rotation. It's called like the renewal season or something like that. They're going to have special events where you have to play only cards that aren't rotating out to get ready for the next standard. But every 2 wins that you get, well, every 2 wins in a row you get, every 2 consecutive wins you get like 200 experience. So they're adding an event that you can just infinitely grind experience on, so I'll definitely be doing some of that. Hopefully there's some kind of deck I can build that'll be pretty fun and usable. So yeah, there's some stuff coming on. There's an update coming on. Hopefully it'll be cool stuff. Anyways, I'll see you all then for more Magic Arena content.